All right, we're live. Oh, I got 3 viewers. Who we got in there? Can you hear me? All right, I feel stupid because I don't see any comments. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I got to apologize. The first time I've done this. All righty. All right. All right, I'm the flat rate master. Thomas, thanks for the $5. You're getting it back. So are you, new level, Keith. You're getting that dollar back too. Hey guys. Yeah, no hat. Leon, how you doing? So I figured I'd come hang out with you since my wife and kids are in Texas. So what can you, Ryan J asks, what can you say to a new technician in this business? Watch my channel. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, buy tools smart, work efficiently. I mean, learn every bit you can. The more you learn, the better you get. David Crow, my wife's out of town, so I don't shave. Yeah, I'm at my house, so it's a little hot at the shop. Oh, cool. Justin ATV, Jay Young. That's cool. Brandon Griffin, business has been fantastic. We're slammed. The shop billed close to 260 hours for the week. I did 65 hours. Bam Bam did 65. And Andrew, I think, did mid 50s. So doing great. I mean, at least for, our shop. The only problem with our shop always stays busy. I mean, it's pretty rare that Bam Bam is a savage. It's pretty rare that we get really slow. I mean, it's yeah, don't forget torque lug nuts. Funny story, the shop I'm at, me and 2 other technicians were the first employees of that shop. It was a brand new shop. Within a couple weeks of us opening, one of the other technicians did a bunch of suspension and brake works on a Dodge. The owner went to go test drive it, and the wheel fell off, went in the river in front of Pep Boys. He had to go diving for a wheel right as we right after we opened. So until he left, we never let him forget that he dropped a wheel off a truck. Up in Stone Mountain, I know some people that live up in Stone Mountain. Bam Bam actually lives up near there, and a friend of mine used to live up there. Yeah, right in front of Pep Boys. Anything to do, Jim Hughes, what job do you hate to do? Anything to do with a dash. I hate doing dash work. Yeah, Gus Bus, it was a bad day for him. Actually, we were talking about it the other day because the first thing he did when he was working on the boss's dad's truck for a dead animal smell and broke his windshield. So, Michael Herbert, it depends on what position you're hiring for. He was asking when you're looking for a new technician, what's the minimum years of experience you look for? It depends. When you're looking at a general service tech, they can have no experience or just got out of school. Or when you're looking for a diagnostic guy, I want to see at least 5 years if I'm going to pay him some decent money. But that it's all depends on the guy. What up, Gaston? All right, I have Ivan Bellin. I have a question, Flat Ray. I'm currently working at Chevrolet and been a quick lube for a year and a few months now. I've been wanting to go into the shop as an apprentice, but so far they haven't. I'm guessing they haven't let you. It depends on a lot of factors, especially the larger dealership, whether they've got anybody in the back that is willing to use an apprentice, or they don't have any slots available. It may be that they don't think you're ready. It may just be you need to start asking for it. I mean, it just depends. It's hard to say in every situation what my advice is, because it can vary so much by location. I mean, it just management's different. Management here is different than management next door. So Oso 503, what's your favorite cordless impact? 3/8 Fuel Milwaukee. I'm a big proponent of Milwaukee's fuel line. I love them. I love them. I love them. In fact, next week video will be a recap of all my Milwaukee tools. So let's see here. Ivan, it might just be they're liking what you're doing where you're at. It's really hard to say, without knowing exactly what's going on in the shop. But I mean, I'd start asking about it. I'd get them to tell you why you are not getting moved. Good night, Dave Tumbleson. Jim Hughes asked, what tech school did I go to? Carroll Tech out in Carrollton. Yes, it was worth it. It's now a different name, so I don't exactly know it's applicable, but yes, it's definitely worth it going to a tech school. Gaston, we had roadworks all done. The wall's been fixed. We're fixing some of the roof leaks left, but I-85 is now back up and running. It's great. So back to my normal commute, which I like. Joe P asks, ever use any sonic tools? Nope. Didn't even hear about them. Didn't know anything about them until Humble Mechanic started, pimping them. But I've never actually touched them. So, Leon, I'm inside my house, so no cigar. I only smoke outside. Let's see, David Crow. Time. What should I do to get there? I'm flat right. I turn around 120 hours, and I upsell a lot. That would be your probably issues. You're turning way too many hours in the quick lane for them to move you in the back. Keith, DeWalt sucks. Just kidding. They're good stuff. I just went Milwaukee. Daniel Goldman asks, I'm a tech at an exotic car dealer. Have you had any experience with exotic cars? And if so, how do you feel about working on them? Nope. No, the most exotic car I've worked on would be an AMG Mercedes, and a lot of money in it, but it is not my cup of tea. I'd rather work on a Honda or Volkswagen. Yeah, Thomas, no smoking in the house, only outside. Yeah, Ivan, it comes down to you're making them too much money. I've been Express Food, 5 months later, I'm in the main shop with a pay raise. Use what I've known over. Yeah, from the sound of it, he's just making them too much money for them to move them. Don't want to upset the cart, probably. Our 230 tuner, we didn't need to know you're watching it from the shower. Well, Gaston, of course you know where Sonic Drive-In is. Sonic Tools, they apparently are stocked at Volkswagen training centers, but I've never, I literally had never heard of them until Humble Mechanic started talking about them. Perry Smithson, what will I be smoking? I will be smoking a tatuaje. That would be Spanish for tattoo. TAA 2016, along with some decent bourbon. It's not the best, but supposed to be awesome, but limited edition, but it's okay, but I got to drink through it. So how long have you been at Anthem? Josh Shepard asked, how long have I been at Anthem? Since they opened about 3 years ago. I'm the only remaining original tech from when we opened our doors. Tip for GMA 2000, tips for a tech student in high school: learn everything you can. YouTube is now a great resource for techs. Sorry, I'm going through the comments as I can. Tips for, just learn as much as you can. It's once you get on pressure of doing it for a living, it's different than doing it for fun. And as long as you understand that and you enjoy doing it day to day, it's a great career as long as you're in a good shop. Brian C., tips for diagnosing cars better and being more efficient. You have to know circuit design. You have to know how the system you're diagnosing works. If you have never worked on that system before, go to code setting criteria and theory and operation. Once you understand how the system works, it makes it a whole lot easier to diagnose it. Once you know all the basic stuff, Once you know the basics, it's relatively easy. I mean, once you get more experience, like simple, Thomas will understand this one. I had a Volkswagen actually it was an Audi, come in with an evap code. Well, first thing I go for in an Audi with an evap code is purge valve. And sure enough, it was stuck wide open. Well, that's going to be your evap code. 10-minute diagnosis and I'm done. And, on stuff I'm not familiar with, I go to code set criteria and then theory and operation. And once I understand the system, it usually does pretty easy to diagnose the system once you understand it. Keith, it's a free show on YouTube, okay? Joe P asks, do you buy your Milwaukee online or the tool truck? Answer is both. I buy them from my independent tool dealer, does a lot of Milwaukee stuff. Some stuff I'll buy on Amazon. So just depends, cash flow versus he's got it on the truck. Like when my Ingersoll Rand battery died, I bought it on the truck because he had it. And I was kind of tired of dragging my air hose around with my 1/2-inch impact air powered. So JV Dog, thanks very much. We'll keep doing the tours until we run out of them in the shop. Dealerships now in a man team commission here on Atlanta. I used to work in yeah, the team system can be great. CJ James talking about team commission for dealerships. It can be a win, it can be a loss, it can be absolutely great, it can be horrible. It just depends on your team and how much they care. So Perry Smithson says maybe a JNV for me. I really need to order some from him. He's a really cool dude. He hand rolls himself. I need to order some from him. See, I got to scroll back up. Club 6038, what's up? Brandon Griffin works at a BMW dealership in Atlanta and not on teams. It varies by dealership and dealership group. That's Canadian Canuck money. It's like $1. That is true, Keith. It is when you convert it. Why such high turnover? I'm assuming you're referring to the shop. One tech, he decided he was going back to be an aircraft mechanic and left to do that, and he's still not doing. He's working at Tires Plus, I think. Another guy, long story short with him, he turned into at the shop we have a minimum. So basically, if we don't turn enough hours, we get a minimum check no matter what. And he got to the point where he was turning almost no hours and still collecting a very high minimum because it was from when we opened the doors. And after him laying out for a couple of weeks, the boss said, your minimum goes down to 20 hours. If you don't turn it, you're done. He up and quit. We've had some issues with general service technicians and stuff like that. But for the most part, we've got a good team, and I think they'll be with us for a long time. So let's see. What's Club 6038? What's in the future of this trade? It's going to be electric cars. Radar systems for self-driving and assisted driving, and it's going to get more complex, more diagnostics. I mean, if you're not heavy into diagnostics, it's going to get less and less. You're going to get less and less relevant. I mean, it's going to be You know, to the point where, I mean, look at Prius. How often do you do brakes on Prius? You're not. You know, that what, every 100,000 miles? Well, if everybody's driving hybrids and electric cars, you're not going to be making money on brakes. Oh, I've got a few toolboxes and carts left to do in the shop, and we'll get them done. Does wearing a tie help you be a better tech? No. David Crow asked, do you guys ever turn single pane rotors? Very rarely. It's 9 times out of 10 when we get them, they're worn out and need to be replaced anyway. But every now and then we do run into a few that need to be turned, or can be turned, I should say. Keith, I absolutely agree with you. Diagnostic work is the best fun in the world as far as a job. I love it. I'd rather have a scan tool in my hand or a scope than a wrench in my hand every day of the week. It just is my favorite thing to do at work. All right. Using a BFH is fun too. It can be. Brandon Griffin, if you like Diag and money, work for BMW. Hell yes. If you look in my history, there's a 28-hour ticket I did on a 5 Series BMW. And that is not unusual at all. They're willing to spend money on their cars, and they do. Oil pans, valve covers, filter stands, money, 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 money. So what are, a truck name still, what are the 3 top money-making jobs in the shops? Timing belts, BMW oil pans, valve covers, filter stands. You know, I mean, stuff like that, gravy work. Oh, I hate that. What's up, Nick Windsor? Thanks, Michael Herbert, for the $2. All right. I'm working my way up. Good for you, Brian C. Let's see. Kick it. My Leon, you're on your own on that. By the way, Coke Zero, sponsor me. How many bays lifts do the techs get in your shop? Everybody gets two lifts. We have 10 bays, 5 techs. If I pull 80, I'll take home 60. Trust me about it. I pulled 65. My check is going to suck after taxes. Keith, I love Volkswagen. I make tons of money on Volkswagens. Yeah, you always get. How cheap are the Lyft drivers? Oh, they won't fix anything. Lyft and Uber, if it ain't falling off, they're not fixing it. Michael Lum, I answered that. I love Diag. I'd rather do Diag every day of the week. I'd get, you know, my boss has asked me that question. It's like, give me a scan tool. I want a scan tool in my hands. Volvos aren't bad. I don't think I'd own one. They can be a little cantankerous as far as some of the stuff when you go to diagnose them or repair them. The easiest way to fix them is to like reflash. I had a fuel pump module go bad on a Volvo and, excuse me, could not get the check engine light to pass the low pressure PID, or Leon just screen capped that, I'm sure. I could not get the code to stay away for low pressure. And wound up, the easiest way would have been to get it programmed, but we wound up getting it on the highway and driving the snot out of it and getting rid of the code. Midley, I'm sure what he means is you flag 80 hours and taxes just rips you a new one. I know I hit more than 55 hours. Taxes hurts. Oh, CJ is talking about, yeah, CJ team system sucks. That's one of the bad things about the team system is, you know, you ain't got a guy pulling his weight. It can kill you. Jerry Brunder, yes, that is absolutely awesome. I love being the hero, except you usually can't make money at it. But yeah, when I had my shop, I got tons of cars in that other shops couldn't fix, and you know, a lot of satisfaction. And then they'd go back for the ball joints at the other shop and get them done cheaper. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But of course, you know, if you're Keith, you just, you know, charge everybody and do it all night long like he does. What, Keith? You got to text me whose live stream you were watching that said that. Keith at New Level Auto. If you don't know his channel, check it out, by the way. Awesome, awesome diagnostic tech. He was watching a live stream today, if you could call it that. He said, no cars really need a reflash. Also, the bidirectional tools show that you don't know how to diagnose the car. Opinions? The guy's an idiot. Reflashes are a day of life now. I mean, you have to, so many cars are just not working right because of a reflash. All it is a bit of bad software. You were telling me the other day about you had two with the Nissan 101 codes, PO 101 for mass airflow sensor. It's a reflash. You can put 20 mass airflow sensors on it, ain't gonna fix it. It's a reflash. So not so smart. Hondas are easy. Pinder, sorry, I'm going to butcher your name. Pinder Singh. What is good on Honda to make money on fast? Almost every part of the car. I mean, you can make easy money on Hondas. Timing belts, I mean, most parts of a Honda, they pay well. Let's see. Jonathan Jacome, sorry if I'm butchering the name, is a Rover tech. Have you ever worked on Land Rovers? If so, what's your opinion? Yes, I have. We do work on them at the shop and not really liking them. You know, the later models, Volvo / Land Rover, we don't see enough of them to get really familiar with them. So I'm not real impressed with them. But, you know, hey, make money on them. That's all that matters. William Eversole, yes, I am doing a live stream. In case you guys are wondering, the reason I don't is my kids. I've got, you know, wife and kids running around, and it's kind of hard sometimes. Keith, I'm sending you that money back. Yeah, I need some more cigars. I always need more cigars. Phil, I know you know me. No hat. You get to see the hair. Yes, I have hair. You even get to see the beard that I never get to grow. Helen Keller Automotive channel live stream, I guess. I mean, I do. Just mentioned it, and Keith is doing a PO 101 Nissan Flash as we're talking. Aaron, yes, I watch Eric the Car Guy. I also watch his other channel, ETCG1. I actually like ETCG1 better nowadays than his Eric Car Guy channel. You know, I mean, I not to be ugly, but I really don't care about a Fairmont project. Let's see. Phil Holbrook, I reflashed an 06 PT Cruiser for a battery light. The garage put 2 remans on it. Yeah, sounds about right. David Crow, Hondas are easy cash. Yes, they are. My boss, you know, jokes, if it wasn't for Toyota and Honda, we'd be out of business. I mean, we work on a lot of them and make a lot of money on them. Russo 321, low pressure light keeps coming on, replace the sensor twice. Which sensor? There's 4 of them, and they got to be reprogrammed. Oil pressure. 06 Impala. I mean, I don't think those have cylinder on demand or anything like that, but either you're using a cheap sensor or you've got an oiling problem. I would put a mechanical gauge on it and verify what your actual oil pressure is. Or GM are notorious for wicking oil up through the harness and causing issues with the PCM. Chryslers are also bad about that. Nope, I've got hair. I always wear a hot hat in the shop because I don't want, junk in my hair. I hate, running my hand through my hair and having, stuff stuck to it and all that. So I always wear a hat in the shop, and I just started wearing the hat in the videos and stuck with it. But mostly because my hair looks much worse than this after wearing a hat all day. Yeah, I've got a stepson that's 28 and 2 kids that are 14, about to be 15 girl, and a 12-year-old boy. So we've still got my hands full. Big row, we've got Hondas and Toyotas that 300,000 miles. Let's see. Yes, I am the flower master. If in case you guys didn't get that, apparently the closed captioning thinks I'm saying flower master instead of flat rate master. So I guess I need to enunciate better. Phil, I don't know what you're asking about. Astral. Let's see here. Keep going. Press fit wrist pins on Japanese cars? No. Not any. Not going to be much help on. I'm assuming you mean piston pins. About the only thing would be, heating them up and pressing them out. Gust bus, yeah, I would say most don't care for the Fairmont. I mean, it probably would have been a good project if he'd have done it, if he stick to his original plan, quick and done. But it's just dragged out for so long. I mean, everybody's patience has run out with it, and he's not doing regular videos. He's starting to back, and because I think he's kind of realized that his channel's doing this, and I hope he does. I hope he comes back. I mean, I want the old Eric the Car Guy channel back, not the Fairmont channel. Let's see. I've actually never owned a Snap-on Vantage. None of my Snap-on guys even pushed it. I didn't even know about it until the Pro came out, and then nobody would sell a Vantage. And then I bought a Modus, so I just use the Modus. Now, obviously, the Veris Edge. All right, that's that caught me off guard, not being in front of a toolbox and no hat. Actually, this week coming up, next week I should say, a little nostalgia. I filmed in front of the yellow chicken box. The lighting wasn't going to be good enough, so I went in front of the chicken box. Yes, Gordon, I have a stepson that is 28. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Leon. What is up, Eric O? New Level is a super troll. Let's see. I would Rusco 321. I would definitely do a manual pressure test on that car. If you've tried 2 sensors and it's still of course you need a tie, Eric. I should block them, you know. William, thanks. You know, I'm a big fan of Eric O. Love his channel. You know. No. Comments on these videos can be so much fun. So how you doing, Eric O? He lost his ways with many. Gaston, yeah, I mean, he, you know, I think, yeah, I mean, I hope he goes back to where he was before. What up, Minions Garage? I really do. I really hope he gets back to what created his channel in the beginning. Killer Guitars 52, awesome. I appreciate it. I do my best to. Hey, Rob, how you doing? I do my best to, you know, tell people how it is as far as the world. I don't want, you know, somebody going watching my videos think I'm gonna glamorize it and it's awesome and there's no ever any problems, and they get in the real world and they deal with problems. I mean, whether it's, you know, the yeah. Gordon goes, make ETC great again. Yeah. I like Ivan's videos. I'm behind on all get out of Ivan's videos. I just, between YouTube and my life and everything, I am a lot behind on a lot of my YouTube. Michael Cheney, what's up? You know, I mean, my biggest problem is time. I mean, to give you a little background, I watch almost an hour of YouTube at lunch while I smoke a cigar. And then after I get home, I go outside, you know, have dinner and all that, smoke a cigar, watch YouTube for an hour, hour and a half. And I still am behind on my subscriptions. And I mean, it's just, you know, it's hard to stay up to date on everybody's. Yeah, if you've got oil into that harness, you either need to replace the harness and make sure it hasn't made it to the PCM, or Keith, you are weird. We love you, man, but you are a little off sometimes. You tending Timmy's live stream, Erica. Oh. Oh, going through all these comments is fun. Oh. I worked on a Redneck Man WV99 Saturns. I worked on a ton of them. The early ones were kind of junky, mismatch of Toyota and GM. Later model ones were strictly GM. Okay, as far as, oh, what I'm wearing waist down, Matco shirt, jean shorts. Oh, He's not bound. What cigar would you recommend for a new buyer? Gus Bus asked. Rodney, thanks. Appreciate it. Probably something along the lines of a, Oliva, something that's got a good bit of flavor, and Padron, something good but not over the power, strong or anything like that. So a good Oliva or Padron. Number series, not the anniversaries, are good for the first time users or first time smokers. Keith, have I tried an electric cigar? Nope. I am not a vapor. I'm not, I'm not getting into that kind of stuff. For hard parts, Gordon, yes. For electronics, no. 2002 Saturn is super cake. No, they weren't little bad little cars. It was just kind of where they integrated everything, Keith, that I found, at least here in the South. I mean, that's the thing. I see stuff with, Eric O and you and Scanner Danner that I just don't see down here. And yet I see stuff that you guys never see. It's just kind of, Eric O, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Love your channel. Keep it up. An electric cigar, that's like buying a hooker just to cuddle. Yeah, pretty much. Phil Holbrook, yes and no. I'm not doing that. Infinite Dreamer, do you think 44 is too old to become a truck mechanic? No. I mean, body-wise, you're going to be lifting a lot of heavy stuff. So you need to be, excuse me, you're going to be lifting a lot of heavy stuff, so you need to make sure that your body's able to continue doing it for at least, another 10 years. I see a lot of white people around here. Too many honkies, huh? MD Lee 52. Oh, I'm not going to touch that one, Keith. Oh. Redneck man, no. I want my air conditioning. I want my power windows. I want my fuel injection. I like complex to a point. Come on, Leon. You want to talk about Eric, the milkman? By the way, if you're not subscribed to Bodget and Leggett Garage, he is funny as all get out. And I love his Cockney accent, or whatever accent he claims to have. I'm sure it's real. But Leon is a trip. I mean, he's better looking than me, though, so. The milkman. There was a funny interaction with Eric Osen and Leon, some stuff, and he nicknamed him the milkman. Oh, I love keyless entry. Redneck man, I love keyless entry. My truck has a remote start, factory installed. I can be sitting in the shop, crank my truck up, get it cooled off, and for those Georgia summers. So I get in there and nice and cold. Capri tools, no, I don't have any Capri. Just haven't had a chance to try them out. I've not heard really a whole lot about them at all. Medley. Factory installed, Keith. Top Tools make some good stuff. crappy tools. I've never used them, so I don't know. CJ James, I take Prilosec for heartburn, but I don't think it had anything to do with working in the shop. I've had stomach problems since I was a kid, so really don't think. Aaron, I'll tell Keith will disagree, is a good option for an independent shop. I use mine all the time, and great tool, but it has its holes, just like Snap-on, just like Launch, but it is a good tool, and it does get the job done most of the time. All right, Thomas, have fun. Oh, I mean, my knees hurt a whole lot worse than they did when I was younger, but chemicals don't bother me too much. Oh, Ken Smith, I've driven the same truck for 19 years. I have not. My excursion I had for 5 years, 243,000 miles on it. Bought it used with 140 on it. Now I drive a nicer, newer truck. MD Lee, that's what I call them. Oh. Cameron, it's going good. How you doing tonight? Keith, it was 12. It was 12. I only had a 5.4 in it. Keith, I swear he must sleep in traffic, sitting at a red light. Okay. Because, I mean, he is a machine. He's out there in an dark 30, and, I've already been in bed for 4 hours. 5.4. OSO 503, it was a 5.4 two-wheel drive. My wife insisted on having a 3-row SUV after she wrecked her 3-row Trailblazer. And I didn't want to get a loan or anything like that, so we had to do it with what the insurance gave us for the Trailblazer. So that was what we could afford. It was it was actually in great shape, and so that's why I wound up with that car. And then my wife hated it, so I wound up driving it. Keith, good. 1 car left. Head home and enjoy some time at home. Ken Smith, I am 43 years old as of July 5th. You're right, MD Lee 52. He doesn't sleep. He just waits. No, Keith, stop doing that. No, I had the excursion was a awesome truck. All I did, the only time it ever left me stranded was when the fuel pump died at like 220,000 miles. Original pump, and I put a water pump on it. Alternator was still original. AC compressor was still original. Did ball joints, brakes, tires, oil changes. Never had any problem. The only reason I kind of decided to get rid of it was getting old, and and I decided it was time for a new truck. Oh, the Excursion diesels, man, they want stupid money for those. And it's usually a 6.0. Oh, it is. What up, Justin? How you doing? A World of Mopar, Justin Dow's in the house. I subscribed to him, a long time ago on his Justin Dow channel, and Mitchell, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. It is hot. I've been sweating like crazy at work. Keith, You are a madman. Oh, the diesel was the best. The 7.3 was awesome. That was the best engine International ever came out with as far as in the light truck business. But oh, what up, Dow? Young, I'm 50. Ken, age is just a number until it stops turning. Then it's a problem. Oh, good, sir. Very good. Yeah, Rob, I appreciate it. Norman and Smith, man, good to see you come by. Benny, nice. Norm. Cheers. Coke now, bourbon later. 6.4 was the absolute worst of the two. Aaron, the 6.0 was good, halfway decent after they did a bunch of repairs to it. The 6.4 was garbage from day one to the day they stopped making it. It was garbage today. It's garbage tomorrow. Way worse than the 6.0. Extra long that are worthwhile besides the tool trucks. Cameron, extra long, not really. I don't really know any extra long ones that are available off the top of my head. I don't even know. I mean, all I own as far as 1/4 inch are, standard flex heads. So Perry Smithson, T now, whiskey in 9 months. Okay. Gear MD Lee 52. I don't know why I'm struggling saying MD Lee 52. Says gear wrench. So 5.9, way better, redneck man. Way better than the 6.7. He actually, Aaron, have you ever watched the Power Stroke Help channel? Yeah, he's located here in Georgia. But yes, I have watched his channel. Keith's back. MD Lee, hey, up yours performance, Benny. Gear wrench might have an XL 1/4 inch. Keith is nuts. He probably needs some more Aaron Brake. Awesome, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, you are the live stream pimp. I mean, you just keep you were going nuts with Eric O's live stream. That was funny. Getting everybody to start super chatting him again. Oh. Since I've got a kind of stall in the comments, I will give you guys a little history update, I guess, of as I keep burping on a live broadcast. Next week, hopefully we'll have stickers in stock. Hopefully they're supposed to be coming on Tuesday. And I will be doing a giveaway for stickers. So about 25 people will be getting free stickers. So plus one person will get something extra. Yeah, $1 for Pepto. Aaron Brake, how do you keep yourself motivated being a tech? I've been a tech for 12 years now. Find myself getting very frustrated and fed up with the job. Depends on what you're getting frustrated with. If you are getting frustrated with the work itself, I mean, you just need to, maybe get some time off, go take a vacation and relax a little. If you're getting fed up with management and stuff like that, it might be time to make a change. Sometimes, I talk about my BS to money ratio. And basically, the higher the BS goes, the higher the pay needs to go. If I'm dealing with a lot of BS, I need lots of money. Low BS, less money is fine. So, but you might just need some time off. If it's just the work, I mean, I love going to work. I mean, I don't have that problem. I just show up and do my job, and I enjoy it. I've kind of, gotten to the point where I get to pick and choose what I work on being the shop foreman. So, it's either fun stuff, diagnostic work, or, cherry picking the gravy work. Not really, but I can say that, but it's not true. Oh, cherry anything is devil and should be destroyed. All right. Keith, come on. Amen. Norman Smith, amen on the pay BS factor. Exactly. Oh, TDIs, the older TDIs were bulletproof. My boss owns one, loves it. He's for his first car, he still loves it. The newer ones can be problematic. The pump deuce had problems with the camshafts. If you maintain them well, they will last forever, though. So they're a little small for me, but they're good engines. Redneck Man, yep, toolboxes have. Aaron, cheap parts. I hate cheap parts. I would, be a dick about it. I need OE. I need OE. I need OE. No, I need OE. Somebody commented, you look different live. Do you do makeup for this or what? No. I've got, a week worth of stubble, and, my hair's actually out because I don't wear a hat. Benny, you need, you can do it through either a third-party software or Google Hangouts is what I'm using on this one. Just need to have Google Hangouts available to do it, or you can do a third-party plugin like OS. Oh, let me not screw everything up here. OBS Studios. You can download it through YouTube, their live part. So I put a TDI on a 97 from a 97 Jetta into a Saturn. That's interesting. I don't know what that means, Keith. Oh. So, 110. Gotta love the California desert, huh, Justin? It's been stupid hot this summer. Okay. Oh, but it has been stupid hot and stupid humid. When you're at 100% humidity and 95 degrees, it sucks. Even with, multiple fans running and It can be, ridiculous. More swamp than cool. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you, Aaron. They make me a lot of money. I mean, Volkswagens, he says, are garbage as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to deny it. I'm just going to keep cashing the checks. Ooh, Gus Bus 113. My wife is in Texas right now, and it's like 105, 110. Justin, thanks. I mean, Toolbox tours always do well on YouTube. People like them. OBS Studios, Benny. It's a free software. It's an aftermarket. It's not an approved, but OBS is OBS Studios. Yeah, I mean, my wife and kids are in San Antonio, so yeah. Benny, yes, everybody in the shop always wondered why I always grab the Volkswagens and Audis. They figured it out. I mean, I had one this week that was the cooling fan was, the clutch fan was wobbling like this. Yeah, it pays 2.8 hours. Yeah, I had it done in, 45 minutes. So Ken Smith, I love Fords, but would never own one. I still own one, actually. They're not too bad. I don't mind them. As I would never own I always say you could not pay me to own a 543 valve. Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm Rob, I'm pretty much doing what I would do except the live stream when my wife and kids aren't here. I'm gonna, smoke cigars. Norman, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Sick with it. How's it going? I'm doing what I would do except no kids and wife. Yeah, yeah. Hate that engine. It is such a pile. I mean, I put it worse than the 6.0. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Yep. Well, that's not true. I diagnose them all the time. I mean, I do check engine light diagnosis on Volkswagens almost daily. I mean, they come in all the time for evap codes. I mean, you may not get them because they're so pattern failure, but I get tons of them. Oh. Yeah. I normally smoke cigars and drink bourbon on the weekend, but yeah, okay. Oh. Aaron asked, do you think quality of Chrysler products have improved or worsened since Fiat took over? They haven't gotten better. I can tell you that. Just piles of junk. I mean, just piles. 3 valves do suck, but I make money off them. Yeah, they're piles, though. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about, Cameron, right? I love those 1.5 hour bulbs that take you 10 minutes. No Maker's Mark. Be right back. No maker's mark. I will be drinking Weller Antique 107, the original weeded bourbon. The one problem with where I work is there's a liquor store across the street. So they had a limited run of those, so we all ran over and got some. Gus Buzz asked if I could pick one, Ford or Dodge. Ford. The new Jeeps are made for a 16-year-old girl. Yeah, and a 16-year-old girl that isn't going to drive for very long. Car or truck, Gus. Leon, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Loss 86 SR, we get an hour for basic diag. If it goes into anything more like scope work or smoke testing or stuff like that, it goes up. So it just depends on what we got going on. Don't really refund it back to them. So, or a guy who wears, I'm missing something there, and I don't think I want to know it. No, I am going to save this for after. I'm not going to say I'm not going to get drunk, but, you know, it'll be after I stop the live stream. Oh. As reliable as that generation of Pontiac was, yeah, it is a Toyota, but not real bad. I mean, they're still ugly. Yeah, because you never drive them. Ken Smith asked, I said, I tell people Dodge trucks are the cheapest of trucks for a reason. Yeah, because they're broken. Yeah, Matrix. Woohoo, talking heels. OSO 503, I wouldn't even consider smoking in my house. I smoke in my truck, but not in the house. So I go outside and smoke when I want to smoke a cigar. Welcome back, Dave. Good night, Rob. Oh. New Level asks, what do you call a milkman in high heels? I don't a Dairy Queen. Oh, Keith, you are nuts. Which one was worse, Chrysler 2.7 or North Stars? Chrysler by a long shot, and that's saying something considering how bad Cadillac North Stars were. A 5.9 Cummins and anything Ken Smith is cool. Oh yeah, that's Cameron Wright asked, what's your opinion on Nico tools? I don't own any, have never owned any, so I can't speak on them. Loss 86 SR. The biggest hour turners in our shop tend to inflate the labor time for work. How do you feel about that? Depends on the car. If you're working on a rusty pile of junk where you know there's going to take extra time, I have no problem with it. If you're just jumping the labor time just because, no. We go by all data, strictly on book time, and the bosses will, the service advisors will double check us. Not that I have to worry about my guys pumping up the labor. But yeah, I don't agree with sick with it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I know Toolbox Tours always do well on these kind of channels, but I always enjoyed them. I mean, if you guys search around YouTube, you'll see my original Toolbox Tour and Cart Tour. But you know, it's always kind of cool to see how everybody else has their carts and toolboxes set up. Does your shop take any work or are they selective? Justin Dow asks, does your shop take any work or are they selective? Yes, we are very selective. We take anything 2000 and newer, and that's not a Mercedes-Benz. We do not work on Mercedes-Benz. And we pretty much, you know, talking to the customer from the upfront, they kind of weed out the BS. I don't have any money, but I need my car. You know, customers, we don't have time for you. I mean, we normally book a couple weeks out anyway. And then when you tell somebody like that, you're not gonna be able to get to it for 2 weeks, they kind of go somewhere else. Let's see. You know, Lost 86 SR, every book has its pluses and minuses. You know, I don't have any trouble beating all that at a time, so I make money. I don't care. Phil Holbrook asks, do you regret getting in the auto field and just feel too old to get into another field? Nope. I actually left it for 4 years. I was working for a shop and I was just frustrated and decided I wanted to change and became a regional sales manager for a couple different automotive supply companies, i.e. Motorvac and Challenger lifts. And way more stressful. I mean, I gained so much weight and my blood pressure was through the roof and I was always pissed off because I always had somebody going, well, it's your sales. And got back into auto repair, weight came down, my stress level 0. I'll stick to this. Yeah. Justin, a lot of independent shops are like that. They will work on anything. I saw you were working on RV, a tractor, and some other junk. No, I don't do that stuff. You know, you want me to work on a lawnmower? No, I'm an auto tech. You know, Cameron Wright asks my opinion on Astro pneumatic tools and Sonic sockets. Great tools. Astro pneumatic makes some great stuff, and so does Sonics. I mean, if you want to save some money on impact sockets, get Sonics. 19 Rappy says my toolbox rocks. Thanks, man. I love it. Oh, once a year, Keith. Wouldn't mind. Oh, Phil, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're not, especially the cars, not so much, but the customers really need to be selective of. You know, you get some of those whiny people that, you know, got a pile of junk and want you to fix one thing and then complain about the rest of it for the rest of your life. Screw that. Oh. Yeah. Benny Star, I don't care anymore because I don't have to mess with Mercedes. One of the nice things about, you know, where I work. Oh, so lawnmowers suck. I hate them, but they pay the bills. Good for you. Oh, I can't comment on band. That's interesting. MD Lee's name changed. Now Matthew Lee. Would car lines have the worst customers? Mercedes-Benz. That's why we kicked them to the curb, not for the cars. It was the customers. I mean, everyone came back with some stupid little, well, since you did my brakes, they squeaked one time backing out of my driveway. What was your scan tool before, the Autel or the Veris? Kasich asked. That would be a Modus, an OTC Genesis, and a red brick. I've had a Modus for a long time. That was the original Modus, not the newer one. Then before I had the Veris, I had a Modus Ultra. He has two lifestyles. What up, Lone Star Auto? Only two people. Okay. Oh, I'm not touching a lawnmower, neither am I. I don't touch one at home. Why the heck would I do it at work? The original Modus was good until it got towards the end of its life. Then it started sucking big time, especially with batteries. The wireless and the two channels is why I upgraded to the Veris Edge. I was tired of not having more than two channels, and the wireless was killing me. You know, I wound up using the Veriscope, the Modus scope, and the Autel for the wireless, and I'm like, why? Okay, we did a class. I got a deal on a Veris. Give it to me. Oh, yeah, Ken Smith, you did send those pictures of the 50 Packard. Those are cool. High-end car, Cameron Wright, high-end car owners are annoying. That's what I hated about being an Express Oil. So many annoying BMW, Mercedes owners. Ken Smith, I would agree with you. Corvette owners are the worst, but only just barely. Oh, Gaston, yeah. It's actually not the best. I mean, it's ultra rare, and I wasn't that impressed with it, but I bought it, so I got to finish it. So let's see. We got 48 viewers. Yep, get it. Oh, Polaris. Oh. All right, so alrighty. All right, so do we have any more questions? We've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. Ken Smith, thanks for stopping by. Kasich, we do a little fleet work. The corporate headquarters for Orkin is across the street. So we do a little for them, a little for some other fleet shops, but we don't push hard for it. Just because, we stay pretty busy. So Michael Lum asked, would you want to open your own shop again? Sure. In the right location with enough money. I had enough money, but the location sucked. Yeah. Yeah. Anything older than book is by time. I'm not doing it. Oof. 1.3 to sync carbs? Heck no. I write it up for everything. When I inspect a car, it gets written up for everything. I did it the other day. I had a Lexus that was a pile of junk. AC didn't work, et cetera, et cetera. I wrote it up for everything it needed. He declined most of it, including the radiator. That to do the cooling fan, you have to go past the radiator, and it started crumbling. So I'm going, he's coming back on a tow truck eventually. But yeah, I mean, you just got to write it up. Cover your butt. CYA, cover your butt. Write it up, write it up, write it up. Make sure the boss knows this is about to go, this is about to go. Matco or Snap-on, it comes down to who I'm buying from is the dealer. It's not so much the tools, it's the dealer. Speaking of Matco, don't buy their impact sockets. They're way too hard. I don't know. I mean, they just changed manufacturing on their Matco stuff, so I don't know if that's still relevant because they did just change manufacturing. Henry Rivera, what kind of cigars do I smoke? A lot. AJ Fernandez, Tatuaje, Warped, Padron, Arturo Fuente, Latier, Caldwell, La Barba, and probably about 20 other brands that I'm forgetting. In case you guys are wondering, I have a Winador, which is a converted wine fridge, and 2 humidors. Okay, let's see what we got. OSO 503, what are your favorite 5 tools from Harbor Freight? Their impact driver bits were really good. Their hose clamp, you know, the needle nose with the hooks, those are real good. Their magnet trays are, you know, cheap and good. Their impact sockets, from what I hear, are not, you know, are pretty good. I just haven't. I've owned Snap-on for so long. I'm not going out and buying somebody else's, you know, impacts. Yes, Dave Tumbleson. Yes, we charge Diagnostic. It's not listed as a Diagnostic fee. Perry, it depends on what you're buying. I don't know what brand you have, but you know, pick and choose. If you can, you know, buy good stuff on the truck, they're going to take care of you. You know, keep them coming back. But online can save you some money. It's, you know, I have, you know, as Cameron says, buy the important stuff on the tool truck. I couldn't imagine, you know, relying on a off-brand ratchet. You know, I want my Matco and Snap-ons. Cameron, I have 1/2-inch Matco deep impacts, and I have 3/8 semi-deeps. I use them all the time, and I don't have any problems with them. I also have 1/4-inch in deep in Matco, and yeah. Yep, the difference is payments is all up front or on weekly payments. What do you eat A to Z? What do you think of Honda? I prefer OE parts across the board. I don't like aftermarket parts on, especially diagnostic parts, because sometimes you can get screwed on an aftermarket part, just being no good. Of course, you can on new parts too. Um, Henry Rivera, yep. Love my Redbacks. Oh. So in case anybody hasn't heard or I don't know what you'd use a 23 millimeter impact socket for, but okay. In case anybody new coming in, next week, as long as they come in, I don't have it in my hand, but I will be having finally stickers, and we'll be giving them away to 25 lucky viewers for 2,500 subscribers for free. Oh, I have a 22.5 plug nut socket for that. But of course, I bought it. Now we don't see Dodge trucks that much. Yep, Justin, I got stickers finally coming. It was an ordeal. I tried to get them from a local guy. He screwed me around. Then I ordered them from an online company, and according to them, they've shipped. So hopefully I will get stickers this week, and we'll put up a contest for 25 viewers to get them for free. Yeah, Lone Star Auto, I have that same socket. I mean, I just don't see that many Dodge trucks anymore. You know, of course, I bought the socket thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to use it all the time. And it, you know, yeah. So, and one viewer is going to get something special. And all this will be chosen by random. So, you know, they'll get something special. And 24 other people will just get stickers. So, appreciate you guys, you know, watching my channel and listening to me ramble on about stuff. And I do appreciate it. Oh, 22 and a half. That's what I use a 24 for. Okay. I may have a 23 somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, Sickwit. I'll do something special for 5K too. My stickers are already ordered, so hopefully they'll come in. I was trying to be a good, you know, person and help a local businessman out, and he kind of screwed me. Definitely go used if you can. If you can find one that'll work for you, you can save a lot of money on a used toolbox. EATABER. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. A used box can really save you some money. Just ask your tool guys. You know, I'm looking for a used box. What do you got? So do I. Bill Long, I love knowledge. I go for it all over the place and anywhere I can find it. Michael would you want to go back to being hourly? No. I mean, eventually I'll get to the point where I can't turn wrenches all the time, and then I'll be on a salary bonus program. But while I'm able to, I want flat rate. I want to be able to make. I want to make money, and hourly you're not going to make a bunch of money. I mean, I unless they're going to really pay me. When you get in a Mr. Big box, I can't fit a Mr. Big box at the shop. It physically won't fit. I mean, it would fit if I put my computer and printer and all that on top of the box and all that, but it's just not worth it to me. My chicken boxes, it got nicknamed, was $1,500. I mean, it was cheap. So if you can find a good used box, get one. Wish you could do it more often. I get bored at work. Yeah, I don't have time at work. I mean, usually if you watch any of my time lapses, you see, I'm moving. I'm, all over the shop. I, pretty much stay going all day. Dave Tumbleson, Craigslist can be good for toolboxes. You just need to make sure the toolbox is paid for. It is like a car. If you're buying a box that's been financed and not paid off, they can and will repo it. So you need to be careful with buying boxes on Craigslist and make sure you get documentation that it is paid for. Yeah, Tom Phillips, I love flat rate. I mean, that's why I name my channel after it. Is, man, I'd love to go to Auto Mechanica. Aaron, I may do some more time lapses, but the BMW 28-hour ticket video didn't do much. So I may do another one, try to do it a little differently, but we'll see. It's not easy setting up the camera and getting it done in an efficient manner with my work schedule. So, but maybe it may just happen. I am an ASC certified master technician. Oh, so yeah, I am actually a real ASC master. By the way, been a ASC master for 12 years. ASC certified for almost 20. A lube crew on flat rate? That kind of sucks. Henry Lyles, I work for a GMC dealership as part of a 4-man lube tech crew, and we are on a flat rate system. That kind of sucks. I mean, the problem with lube is they don't pay good for an oil change. I mean, like at my shop, we're paid 0.5 for an oil change, whether it's a BMW or a Chevy. Hope you're getting a lot of flushes and air filters and cabin air filters, and they're paying them well, but that's kind of sucks. Stick with it. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed the live stream. Robotech, do you watch other auto YouTube channels? You betcha. Lots and lots of them. SMA, Erico, Key, Thomas EXO VCDS, Eric the Car Guy to some extent, ETCG1, Ford Tech Make You Loco, Tumble Mechanic. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. I watch tons. And that's one of the problems is I run out of time and I don't get to watch everything I want. Michael, air tools are dying. I only use air when I absolutely have to, and that was an air hammer, air saw, cutoff wheel, die grinder, or filling tires. Henry, thank you very much. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Because I keep hitting the table and wiggling the laptop. Yeah, I mean, it's been so long since I've had to do just oil changes. I loved my old five-door sliding Mac cart. Aaron, no, I do not have Big Nasty. I've got the Snap-on, and it does pretty much everything I need it to in Georgia. But it'll probably wind up happening at some point that I'll get, Astro Pneumatic Big Nasty. I like it. I want it, but there's other stuff I want more and need more. Well, I want more. Like one of the things I'm saving up right now for is for the channel. I want a DSLR so I can get better quality of video for you guys. I mean, you know, after working with a GoPro Hero 5 for, 6 months, I realized how crappy and limited it really is as a camera. Oh. Conversations going on. Oh. Whew. What kind of phone do I have? Galaxy S8, active. Gus Bus, yes, I know DSLRs have a learning curve. Awesome. Don't forget your 5. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just how I film. Being, talking heads. It's really not that practical to do a phone. I'd rather have a actual physical camera. So I'm looking to do a DSLR, but they're expensive, and I'm not making enough on YouTube to be able to just pop for it. So I got to wait a little while. Yeah, that sucks. 0.5 for an oil change is pretty good for most places, but add a rotate, no, that sucks. If it makes you feel any better, I worked at a fleet shop that paid 0.3 and a rotate. And the only reason we didn't scream bloody murder is we've always made so much money on those vans that it kind of was like, okay, we'll deal with it. I don't know. I don't work on cop cars. What do you think of the Ford dual clutch and the Focus and the Fiesta? Piles of junk. Almost as bad as pretty much every CVT. They're just junk. I'm doing our OSO 503. I'm doing all right on YouTube as far as money, but not enough to buy a DSLR after 1 month. I mean, I got to pay for it. I got to pay back what I've already invested. So, but channel's growing, so hopefully pretty soon. What do you think about diesel Hondas? I have never seen nor driven one, let alone worked on one. So. OSO 503 this month, man. The CPM. I mean, all my analytics are up and my income's down. So, what do you think of the newer GM 3.6s? Currently, we have 2 or 3 torn apart in the shop for timing chains. I specifically, when my wife was looking for a job for a car, that was one she could absolutely not have. Those are junk. I mean, I like GM. I own a GM truck, and my wife owns a Equinox, and I would not let her buy a GM with a 3.6. For swapped Honda. Oh, trust me, you not old enough, but Crown Vics used to be everywhere. Old people drive them all the time. You'd see that Crown Vic coming up slow, and you'd be like, is it a cop? Is it a cop? No, it's just an old man driving a car. Best German car, BMW. Some may disagree, say Mercedes, but I'd rather work on a BMW, so I'll say BMW. Oh. Alrighty, guys. I've been on for an hour and 38 minutes, so I think it's about time I go drink and smoke. So thanks, guys, for stopping in and checking out and watching my videos. You guys rock. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks again for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Cameron Wright, yes, VIM is awesome, awesome, awesome. Love their tools. Do not hesitate to buy anything from VIM. Guys, thanks. Appreciate it. Cheers, Justin. Thanks, guys.